Okay, so I've showed you how to draw with the pen tool, and I'm certainly not finished with this bird, but I do want to show you how to use the shape tool. And there's a few ways to do it. You have a lot of skills now, and I know you've done the shape tool to make the words, but I want to show you how you can use it to make different things on your sticker. Okay, so remember, your shape tool is over here, and it may look like any of these things depending on what you used last. So, it can look really different than a circle, but go in here. I'm going to start with my ellipse tool, which makes the circle. Now, I want to remind you, we have shape, path, and pixels. Now, we know that shape makes the line, and we can do that. And we know that path makes the shape, which is what we've already done for the bird. Okay, so I'm going to start here with the path. Okay, and I'm actually going to go into my color and use my color picker and put this color in there, okay, because I want that color to be the color. And then I'm going to go into my shape, my ellipse tool, and I'm going to hold shift so I get a really round circle, and I'm going to move it around. So Command T, just so I get that, and I'm going to move it to somewhere I like it. That seems like it might work. I don't know, trying things, right? And then I'm going to go into my fill. Oh, I have to make a new layer. Check. Make a new layer. Name it head. Okay. And go into that black and white cookie and solid color. And it knows because I already used that color and I put it there. And I can click. I can change it if I want, but I like it. And I'm going to click OK. All right. I kind of like the way that looks. All right. Let's try a different shape tool. Let's try the triangle. All right. So I already have this. I can see that the paths are there. That's fine. If I hit enter, it locks it. It's there. I can hide my inspiration picture, and I might make the head bigger, but we're just learning, so it's fine. All right, and then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to call it lower beak. Okay, and I'll show you why I do lower and upper. And here's my shape tool. Right click, find the triangle tool, and the triangle is actually going to ask you to do some math. If we do the width and height exactly the same, then we're going to have a triangle that's equilateral, where all sides are equal. I don't want that. I want one side to be skinny, and I want one side to be long. So I'm going to do 20 by 100, and I'm going to say OK. And here I get this triangle that is a path. All right, so I can hold shift or I can Command T and move it kind of closer over here, and I can twist it over so it looks a little bit more like, a lower beak. Twist it some more. Oops. Twist it some more. All right. And maybe I want it, I don't know, a little bigger. Move it around ish. We'll see what that looks like. What do we think? I think that's pretty good. Let's fill her in. Okay, so to fill her in, first I have to click the check mark and say yes, I like her there. And I'm going to fill her in with an orange. So I'm going to go into my color picker first. I'm going to pick an orange that I kind of think will be a good color. Okay, and then go into my black and white solid color, and it picks it, and I say okay. Now, what if I hit enter and I hate that color? Can I change it? Let's try. Okay, so I'm going to go to my paint bucket tool. I'm going to pick a different orange, and I'm going to do it. I have to rasterize. Rasterize, I can change the color. Okay, so don't panic if you don't pick the color first or you don't like it. The other thing is I want my top beak to look exactly like that beak. So instead of drawing another triangle, I'm actually going to duplicate the lower beak layer, and I'm going to call it upper beak. Okay, and now it's there. It's hard to see, but it is there. So I'm going to Command T and I'm going to move it a little bit, and you'll see I have two, and I'm going to get to that and I'm going to move it like this. All right, I kind of like that. I'm going to hit enter. Now I don't like this. I don't want to see that, so I'm actually going to drag the head up. All right, I'm going to Command T my head. I want it to be a little bigger, I think. All right, now let's see what things look like. Okay, all right, I'm not hating that as much. All right, so that's how you use the shape tool. Again, I'm not using it when I go into the shape tool. I'm using it as a path, not as a shape. So make sure you're picking what you want purposefully.